Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. I'm back here for Daily Shakeup number 882. And my question today is pretty straightforward. What are you reading? What are you reading right now? I will tell you, I get a lot of different answers because most often the answer I hear is the answer I gave until about 25 years ago. At that time, I was 40 years old, and if you'd asked me what was I reading, I would have said, I don't know, not much. I read some things for work, things related to my work, and maybe a novel or two a year on vacation. I didn't really read. And then I was going through a personal development workshop, and the facilitator said this. He said, if you read one nonfiction book a month, so 12 a year, it puts you in the top 1% of the population in terms of knowledge and intelligence. And I instantaneously said, I want to be a one percenter. Now I read a lot. I wish I read more. Different times. Sometimes, some years I read about 30 books, sometimes about 40 books, somewhere in there. And I read them, I listen to them on audio, whatever works for you. I was also reminded of this the other day because I was watching some show or a movie and someone was being interviewed, and the interviewer said, so what are you reading? And I thought, how often might we be asked that question in the context of work or perhaps an interview? And what if our answer is, I really don't have time to read? Here's my reality. The question is, if you don't have time to read, what are you doing with that time? And we all have different kinds of schedules, but think about that question and the answer, because to me, reading makes us more knowledgeable and helps us, opens our minds. There's research that says it creates more empathy and enhances our cognitive ability and our memory. There are tons of benefits to reading and not really any downside to it. And in fact, we encourage our children to read, and yet often as adults, we lose that habit. And I'm encouraging you to get back to that habit and to see it as a leadership habit. I saw one article where they were saying that they tell their children in their reading programs that readers are leaders, and probably the reverse. Leaders need to be readers. So my question is, what are you reading? And if you're not reading anything right now, why not start? Have fun, enjoy it, and share the stories you experience through that reading.